There may be a path to leniency for some of the defendants charged for their alleged participation in the January 6th insurrection.
That's right. An increasing number of rioters are reversing course and cooperating with the House Select Committee's investigation into the attack. CBS News' Scott MacFarlane explored how a federal judge issued one Capitol rioter a lighter sentence for his cooperation with the House's probe and what it means for the investigation moving forward.
And CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane wrote the article, broke the news, joins us now for more from Capitol Hill. Good morning, Scott. Can you explain to us what happened in court that's giving the House January 6th Select Committee a boost in its investigation? Break it down for us.
Hey, Jim and Tanya, it was a ringing endorsement and a spark of energy for this U.S. House Select January 6th committee, and it came from the chief judge of the D.C. federal court. There was a rather garden variety January 6th sentencing, a misdemeanor defendant who was seeking the mercy of the court during his sentencing hearing. The man's name is Robert Schornak. He's from the Detroit area. He pleaded guilty to entering a restricted building, not accused of assault or damage. There were some aggravating factors in his case. The feds say he stole a U.S. flag and that he took a selfie with a fellow member of the mob. When he asked for leniency, Schornak leaned into this argument that he cooperated and helped the House January 6th Select Committee. Then the judge said, yes, you did. And that is an effective way of showing remorse. That is an effective way of saying, I'm sorry. It's an action in addition to words. The feds wanted to give Robert Schornak 6 months in jail. Schornak wanted 0. He ended up with 1 month. In the process, the chief judge of the D.C. federal courthouse lays down a marker for hundreds more January 6 defendants still to come, still to seek leniency, that helping the committee, helping the House investigation is a pathway to leniency. What an infusion of energy for this committee, which is still working on getting witnesses and still working on collecting testimony.
I bet a lot of defendants are taking note. Scott, the first trial in a Capitol riot case begins Monday, and you have new reporting on who is likely to testify and how the court will handle the attention. What more can you tell us about that?
Yeah, this will be unlike any trial we've ever seen. Tanya and Jim, the first U.S. Capitol riot trial begins Monday. It's been 14 months, but the trials are finally set to begin in a courthouse that's been restricted by COVID. The witness list, reviewed by CBS News, is particularly provocative. There will be Capitol Police employees, an FBI employee, a Secret Service employee, all going to testify about what happened in the case of Guy Reffitt of Texas, who's accused of carrying a gun while amid the mob here January 6, 2021. The witness list also includes a U.S. Senate parliamentarian staffer who will testify about the 12th Amendment. This is an unprecedented territory for a criminal trial in D.C. federal court, but the 12th Amendment is obviously operative and relevant when we talk about the Electoral Count Act and obstruction by the mob of the Electoral Count Act, the counting of electoral votes. But also, and this is important, Guy Reffitt's son and daughter will testify against him at his trial. They're going to say, what prosecutors allege, that he threatened them if they turned him into the FBI. Guy Reffitt is a high-level January 6th defendant, not only accused of having the gun and accused of threatening his own children, but he's been jailed in pretrial detention for nearly 14 months. This is quite a way to begin the trials from the U.S. Capitol attack.
All right, so some unprecedented territory to be covered in court, but what are the next steps for the House committee as its investigation continues?
They're still, Jim, trying to drill into the Trump inner circle. They've been moving their way closer to Vice President Pence, but won't say for sure if they're going to ask him to sit down. We know that they've had some back and forth with Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, other attorneys for Donald Trump. But their next step might be organizing and synthesizing what they have right now. We know they've collected tens of thousands of documents. Hundreds of witnesses have testified. They are getting records, phone records. Getting all of that organized by the soft deadline of summer or fall of this year is going to be a trick for a congressional committee, which has a finite amount of staff and a finite budget. The House January 6th committee has to organize what it has, but also says it intends to keep collecting.
All right, Scott MacFarlane at the Capitol, thank you so much. We appreciate it.